Hey guys. Alright, so let's get rolling on this. I hope you guys enjoyed the little picture here, the redneck babysitter. I always thought that one was pretty funny. So, anyways, alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. So, we're going to be moving more into functions and kind of what goes with that. Today, we're going to be doing function operations. And alright, basically this is how it's going to look. Alright, you're going to have a function f of x, whatever that equals, and then you have g of x and whatever that equals. And I'm asking you to find f plus g of x. So what you're going to do then is you are then going to just add the two functions together. Okay? So all you're going to do now is exactly what that's asking you to do. You're going to do f plus g of x. So f plus g of x would be f of x plus g of x. Okay, because f of x was 480x, g of x is 25x. So that means that f plus g of x, okay, that's going to be 5, 0, so that's going to be 505x. And here is your answer. Okay, so that's f plus g of x. And now we're going to go to example number 2, which is going to be f of x is x squared plus 2x plus 1. And g of x is 4x minus 3. And I want you to find f minus g of x. Okay, so whichever one comes first is the one you write first. So this would be x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus, and that's going to be 4x minus 3. Now you have to, since this is minus, I can't just get rid of the parentheses, so I have to distribute the negative. So that's going to be x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 4x and plus 3. And now all you're going to do is you're going to combine your like terms. So the 2x and the negative 4x are like terms. So that's x squared. That's going to be minus 2x. And plus 1 and plus 3 is going to be plus 4. And this is going to equal f minus g of x. Okay? And now we get to example number 3. We won't be doing division, not right now, but we will be doing some multiplication. Okay, and it's the same thing here. You've got f of x equals negative x squared minus x, and you've got g of x equals x plus 4. So what that means is you have negative x squared minus x times x plus 4. Now, there's a couple different ways we could do this. You can use, since it's a binomial times a binomial, you could use FOIL method, but actually the method that I prefer, and I think it's a little more helpful here. Let me actually get rid of that because that is not what I wanted. Okay, so we're going to do what we call, what I call box method. And I only need 2 actually, so let me get rid of this one and this one. So I'm going to have a column for each term and a row for each term. Okay, so in the first equation I have negative x squared minus x, so I have a column for each one of those. So that's negative x squared minus x. Okay, and I'm actually going to put the minus closer to the x. And then I have one row for each one in the other one, so that's x and plus 4. And now you're going to just multiply. So x times negative x squared. Anytime you multiply variables, you add the exponents. So that's x to the 2, and the exponent for this is 1, so that'd be x to the 3rd. This is negative x squared times 4 is going to be negative 4x squared. X times negative x, it's going to be negative, and you have an x to the 1st and x to the 1st, so that's going to be x squared. And then negative x times 4 is going to be negative 4x. Now you just write these in descending order. Typically, just so you're aware, A lot of times the middle terms, you have to check them, but a lot of times these will be the same. They'll be like terms. So those are going to be the ones we have to actually combine. So f times g of x is going to equal negative x to the third. This is negative 4x squared and negative x squared, so it's going to be minus 5x squared and then minus 4x. And here is f times g of x. Okay? This is all there is to the function operations. There is division, but we will get into that down the road a little ways when we start doing rational expressions and dividing rational expressions. I'll actually introduce the function notation using division at that point. But this is really all there is to it. I can go over some other methods with you on the multiplication if you would like tomorrow. So make sure if you guys have any questions, you write them down and come to class tomorrow prepared to get some of this stuff done. And if you have any questions, ask me when class starts. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.